Hi, thanks for watching my video. This is Jeremy Overturf. I wanted to give you a sales tip today because I was thinking about it over the weekend with one of the things I'm trying to sell right now. And what made me think about it was the person that's helping me. They came back and said, because I said I have this list of questions I want answered before we move forward with the prospect, before I meet with them, before I talk to them. And why is that? Because I felt like I was getting a lot of prospects that were tire kickers, just trying to get to learn about the product, feel their way around, but weren't necessarily a serious buyer. So I sent her this list of questions, and she says, you know, if I ask people this question, I'm afraid a lot of people aren't going to want to move forward. They're going to be intimidated. They're not going to want to answer these questions. I said, great. That's great news, because I don't want to spend time with them if they're not going to answer these, because I feel like they're not probably a serious client. So what you want to learn how to do in your business, my sales tip for today is filter out who gets to come to you, who's going to click on your ad, even maybe on Google AdWords, who's going to call your phone number and if you're going to spend 10 minutes with somebody on the phone trying to close them, you want to make sure that it's somebody actually serious and not somebody that has the afternoon to kill and just wants to learn a little bit about your company or product or thing that you have for sale. So you want to eliminate these time wasters, especially as your time gets more valuable. And if you start looking at your time as valuable at the beginning, then when your time actually is more valuable, you will know how to do things better. Because I know for me, in the early days when I didn't think my time was valuable, I didn't spend my time wisely. But I want to encourage you from the beginning to start spending your time wisely. And one of the ways you can do that is to not spend a lot of time with people that aren't serious prospects when you're trying to sell a product. Now, of course, in a pipeline, you want to get as many people as you can in the beginning stages of the pipeline. It's like a big funnel, right? You want to capture as many people, but in those early parts of that, you're going to get a lot of unqualified people, and that's why you have automated things that go to this group. You might have an ebook that goes out. You might get them on your email newsletter. You have some way to contact them, but it's automatic. You're not spending a lot of time with them at this point. Or maybe you have one of your employees that reaches out to them. Hey, can I get you any more information? What exactly were you looking for? How can I help you? That's the beginning stage of the pipeline. But as it filters down and it filters to you, you want to make sure that those people in front of you that you're going to be investing a lot of time with are a more serious client. They're an actual buyer. And then that way you know that if you don't close them, maybe there's something else, maybe it wasn't the right product, maybe you need to work on your presentation, maybe there's something else you need to fix, but at least you know you're getting the serious people in front of you. So you might ask questions like, how soon were you wanting to buy? Are you looking to make a purchase? Or I like to say investment instead of purchase. And just one of those trigger words, if you say investment, it makes it sound like your product's more valuable, right? It is an investment, no matter what it is. An investment is something that you expect a return on, and you wouldn't be buying it if you weren't expecting some kind of return, even if the return is just to have a fun weekend by having a nice hotel stay. That's an investment. That's an investment time with your family. So have those questions that are filtering out people and maybe makes them a little uncomfortable if they're not the right fit. And that's going to be different depending on your product or your service. Who referred you to us? What kind of products were you looking for? You want to get those kind of questions out early to kind of filter out who's making it down that pipeline. So that's my big tip for today. Excuse me, my mentor always said, you get rich in the niche, meaning if you try to be all things to all people, you're going to be nothing to no one, right? So you want to make sure that for this smaller group of people, you're their perfect fit, and those people will spend more money with you because they see you as the expert in that space. They see you have the product that meets their needs that specifically. But if you just try to have this generic, bland product that tries to reach everybody, you're going to get lost in the mix. There's too many people at the bottom of that mountain. But the higher you get to the point, the higher you get to the peak of where there's less and less people, because you're more specific on a certain niche, then the more serious the people are there that you're going to reach. So that's what I encourage you to do. Find some questions in your sales presentation that filter people out. Find some things in your ad and your marketing that appeals to the group that you're actually looking for. And it's okay if you disqualify a lot of people. That's great, because those are people that could be time wasters. They could be tire kickers. They could be people that just have the afternoon. There's people that just will call around and check prices for hours. And you don't want to get involved in that charade, invest a lot of time with somebody that's just checking prices that may not even be looking to buy right away. So protect your time, learn to invest your time wisely with the people that are your best prospects. Before they get in front of you, you need to have some kind of pre-qualification, some kind of filter. So that's my sales tip, my encouragement for today. Don't try to be all things to everybody, but get rich in the niche. So thank you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.